Hello friends, today I'll discuss on the topic violation of CBDT guidelines by Income Tax Department under section 148. Isn't it very shocking? Yes, there have been instances of non-compliance with CBDT guidelines by the Income Tax Department under section 148 of the Income Tax Act. Before proceeding further, let me introduce Advocate Jagmohan Kapoor, your tax consultant. Point number 1. Issuance of notice without sufficient grounds. The assessing officer issues a notice under section 148 based solely on a general suspicion or a vague tip-off without having tangible evidence that income has escaped assessment. This contravenes the requirement for specific reasons to believe that income has escaped taxation. Another failure by department, that is failure to provide reasons. After issuing a notice under section 148, the assessing officer fails to provide the taxpayer with reasons for reopening the assessment. CBDT guidelines mandate that the reasons must be shared with the taxpayer, allowing them the opportunity to respond. Another point, not seeking prior approval. In many cases, it has been noticed that AO has not taken prior approval from PCIT or CIT for reopening the case or sending a notice under section 148. Though as per CBDT guidelines, before issuing a notice under section 148, the AO must have a prior approval from Principal Commissioner of Income Tax or from Commissioner of Income Tax for the case. Point, inadequate time for response. The AO, while issuing notice under 148, is not giving much time to assessee to respond. However, as per guidelines, minimum 7 days notice period is required. Reassessment based on past assessment. The AO attempts to reassess income based on the issues that were already addressed in the original assessment, showing a lack of new information or evidence. This violates the principle that reassessment should be based on new material. Lack of proper communication. The department fails to communicate the reassessment proceedings effectively, such as not providing the taxpayer with clear notices or updates on the status of the reassessment. Improper handling of objections. When a taxpayer raises objections to the reopening of assessment under section 148, the AO does not adequately address these objections or provide dismissive responses without proper justification. Non-compliance with time limits. The department issues a notice beyond the stipulated time frame laid out in section 149, violating statutory limits for reassessment. There have been instances wherein notices have been issued for a time barred period. Ignoring judicial precedents. The AO does not take into account relevant judicial pronouncements or clarifications provided by courts that emphasize proper procedure in reassessment cases. Unsubstantiated inferences. The AO draws conclusions based on assumptions or conjectures rather than a concrete evidence, which can lead to arbitrary assessments and goes against CBDT guidelines, requiring a rational basis for actions. So, in nutshell, non-compliance with CBDT guidelines under section 148 can lead to legal challenges and disputes between taxpayers and the income tax department. Taxpayers can appeal these actions and courts may provide relief if they find that the department has not adhered to established protocols. Next video, we will discuss on the topic how to handle notices under section 148. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share our channel for more updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.